Eyewitnesses have described scenes of absolute terror as gunfire erupted.
Oh, this is. It doesn't matter how many videos you make about this incident in Australia. It's one of them. It's still one of them things where you ask questions, but you cannot really get an answer. You think, why would somebody, and especially getting the information that it is a dad and his son. So a father and a son decide to go and kill how many people? 15 people so far have been proclaimed dead. Father and son. How do you even explain things like this?
Australia's worst mass shooting in nearly 30 years.
Worst mass shooting in nearly 30 years.
People died, including a 10-year-old girl. Celebrations for a Jewish festival in Sydney. 40 others remain in hospital.
40 remain in hospital. That means we might get more deaths, because if 40 is in hospital and 15 proclaimed dead, there might be more.
Marking the beginning of Hanukkah. Police say it was a terrorist attack. Tonight, we have a clearer picture of what happened from video footage filmed by bystanders and verified.
How do you plan something like this with your son? How do you sit with your son and say, son, tomorrow is a day we are going to kill people? How do you... What were they discussing about before this? Were they known to be criminals? Where is the mother of the son? Where is the wife of the husband? Has he got only one son? How do you even, how do you plan this? How do you come to an agreement with your son that tomorrow is a day we are going to go massacre people having fun on the beach?
By the BBC. It shows two gunmen firing indiscriminately from a small bridge towards a park and beach area. One of the men then leaves but keeps firing. As the violence continues, a bystander tackles the gunman, grabbing his weapon. He's now been hailed a hero and named locally as Ahmed Al-Ahmed. Other bystanders step in to help. Well, one of the gunmen was later killed, and the second suspect is now in a critical condition in hospital. We'll bring you reaction from around the world, including here in the UK. But first, Katie Watson has our top story tonight from Bondi Beach. Her report.
Bondi Beach.
Distressing scenes.
Horror on Bondi, an unimaginable scene.
The thing is, when you hear something like this and you are in a place where it's packed with people, you don't even know which direction you are running to. You might, in that confusion, run to the wrong direction. You might run towards a gunman because you don't know. There's chaos.
Australia's most famous beach. People run.
Australia's most famous beach.
But from what? At this point, few understood what was unfolding.
I went to the window and I just saw a guy in a white car on top of it, letting off shots going off. And then there was an older lady who was on the right-hand side of the pathway who was put down. So I saw her go down, and I saw a guy on the left-hand side go down.
And it was
wow.
Grandma, she was bleeding a lot. And then like a lot of people, they've been crying. Some people, they became white as well. And yeah, it feels very sad for the Jewish community because it was like a party for them.
The two gunmen were father and son, indiscriminately targeting what was meant to be
father and son. How do you sit as a father with your son? You plan. You say, son, dad, tomorrow is the day. Let's go and kill people. How twisted can your brains be? How evil can you be?
a family celebration of Hanukkah. Some 1,000 people enjoying the Jewish festival of lights.
1,000 people on the beach.
Overlooking the water. After a long standoff with police, the father was shot dead. His son, seriously injured. He's been named by local media as 24-year-old Naveed Akram from Bonnyrigg in Sydney's southwest. The weapons used in the shooting were licensed to the older gunman.
We are satisfied that we have 6 firearms from the scene yesterday, but also as a result of the search warrant at the Campsie address. Ballistics and forensic investigation will determine this morning that those 6 firearms are the 6 that were licensed to that man, but also that they were used in the offence.
This is scary. It's scary. Like, do we just sit at home, or do we actually go
iconic stretch of sand tonight
out in the park and on beaches to have fun with the family?
Moments in our nation's history. As the sun was setting on Sunday, 2 gunmen, a father and son, opened fire.
Father and son.
Families gathered to celebrate the Jewish Festival of Lights. 15 innocent lives were taken and more than 40 people were injured.
More than 40 people injured. 15 innocent lives taken, including children.
Among those, a Holocaust survivor and a 10-year-old girl.
A 10-year-old girl.
Damien Ryan begins our coverage.
Thank you. How many? The famous Bondi Beach, the setting for a celebration of one of the most important days in the Jewish calendar. The festivities, the joy, suddenly silenced by screams.
Kids are crying.
Of gunfire.
At this very moment, you don't know if, oh my God.
Laid dead.
Oh,
It was the most perfect of summer evenings, thousands upon thousands at the beach. Oh my God. Now running and hiding. 2 men, we now know, a father and son, were behind the massacre. Heavily armed, positioning themselves on a walkway bridge, shooting down at their target, the 1,000-strong crowd from the Jewish community.
oh my God.
The massacre lasted 9 minutes. And
9 minutes.
every angle was captured by someone with a mobile phone. Bridget Sarks was on a scooter and saw the gunman arrive.
And he just picks up this huge rifle and just right next to us just starts like shooting.
For 4 minutes, the gunman unleashed a barrage of shots as police were still racing to the scene. So nearly caught in the line of fire, people on the steps of the bridge, they had little choice but to run as the shooters split up, racing up and down the stairs, taking aim from ground.
Oh,
It was at this moment when one man, one brave individual, changed the course of this shooting spree. From behind a car, he saw his chance and took it, tackling, wrestling, and disarming the older man, and then turning the weapon on him. He points.
oh man. He would have used the barrel of that weapon and inflict.
Up to the bridge and arms himself with a third weapon. The shooting continues. What we don't see, the hero, a Sydney father of 2, Ahmed El Ahmed, is shot twice in the shoulder and hand. It's now a gun battle as the police move in. There's an exchange of shots. The older man is hit. His son keeps firing. For more than a minute, he blasts away at police. He goes down and the shooting stops. But there was still one more threat, a pipe bomb left in the boot of the gunman's car. The aftermath, now a scene of tragedy.
Oh, this is
I witnessed it firsthand.
this is sad.
Another casualty from this tragedy.
Most often we see things like this happening in America, but happening in Australia, this is sad.
Untold tragedy. We've got ambulance, paramedics. We've got anyone who can try and assist these people, but there are so many casualties. There are many people who've been wounded, if not killed, in the shooting. It didn't matter who he was shooting at, anyone was a target. And we know that children have been hit. We know children potentially have been killed here.
I stumbled on one of the walking wounded,
Oh,
Ostrovsky, a survivor of the October 7 massacre in Israel.
Tell me what happened.
I was here with my family. It was a Hanukkah celebration. There were hundreds of people. There were children. There were elderly families enjoying themselves. And then all of a sudden, it's absolute chaos. There's
this is not good at all.
fire.
No matter the reason. This is not good at all.
So people fall to the ground. My only concern was where are my kids? Where's my wife?
Your children, your wife.
My children, my wife are safe, thank God. They're okay.
Then I met this young family.
And the gunshots just kept coming, so we all hid behind a wall. And there was just the gunshots wouldn't stop. I'd lost her. And there's just people everywhere.
The trauma that these children are going to go through is...
Of victims overwhelmed emergency crews. Surfboards became stretchers as the beach's famous lifeguards joined the front line.
It's just the spirit in the community. Everyone's so like-minded. Everyone's willing to put their lives in danger to help someone out.
Bondi locals also played a critical role, helping strangers away from the danger.
I knew instantly it were gunshots, and I ran straight out to the street. I had a neighbour walking by, and I said, get back into your apartment. And then there was about 10 people walking by at that moment, and I was like, come through here.
Abdullah Ashraf.
I keep saying that the son should be kept alive and be tortured for the rest of his life. They should not allow him to die. Keep him alive and inflict the worst torture, the worst punishment on him, because those families are going to live with this for the rest of their lives. Those children are never going to forget this day. They should make sure he stays alive. He should get the punishment. Each family should go every morning and inflict whatever torture they want on him, and they should keep him alive. There should be nothing as him going to court to plead that he's not guilty, because that's what he's going to do. Lady Justice should open her eyes on this case. There should be nothing like Lady Justice is blind, because this one, whoa, that's crazy. Life, what can you say? Just pray that you're never caught up in a situation like this, especially if you have more than one. If you have 3 children, 4, 5, which one do you save? What do you do? Imagine the confusion. Do you pick up your wife and run? Do you pick up your kids and run? If you pick up your wife blame you for not picking up the kids. If you pick up the kids, your wife blame you for leaving her alone. What do you do now? You run away, you are blamed. What do you do now in this situation? Anyway, stuff. Grab the kids and the wife if you're strong. That's why we train. That's why we lift weight.
The kids, you grab the wife.
Anyway, wife grab the kids, you grab the wife. wife grab the kids, you grab the wife. So you're carrying all of them anyway. So grab all of them if you can. Anyway.